Okay, what's up, guys? Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're doing all right.
Doing well.
Better now that we can get back out on the pitch.
Right now, I just kind of want to catch up, talk with you guys. You have a beautiful backdrop for this Zoom meeting. Gorgeous painting.
It's just our living room.
That's downtown Greenville.
But on that note, Brandon, we all know that you do woodworking, you do some charcuterie boards, a little craftsy here and there. Have you been doing any of that during quarantine?
I've not been able to do any. I was actually going to try and find a place in Greenville that I could before this all happened, and then things kind of, obviously shut down, slowed up. So I was going to reach out to a few of the local woodworking shops to see if I could get some time on some of their stuff and maybe whip up some homemade Greenville Triumph charcuterie boards, but
Yeah.
we haven't gotten there yet. Hopefully, as we kind of progress to the next steps, maybe we can make those conversations happen. And get some
I'm all about it, all about it. But if you make the board, the actual wood board, don't you have to know how to actually set it with the grapes, the fruit, the cheese, the crackers? Do you do that, or Aaron, is that more of your thing?
Yeah, that's right up my alley for sure.
Yeah.
Pair it with a nice 1982 Cabernet and here's that,
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I see we're all drinking coffee on this. It's raining where I'm at. I don't know.
Nasty day.
Yeah.
Nasty day, but we're all drinking coffee, and y'all actually showed me before we started recording this the blend you guys were drinking. Is that what y'all have been drinking during quarantine?
Yes, we've had some Greenville Triumph blend at Bridge City.
Very nice. Really
And
starts
y'all,
well.
y'all read to me what the description was. Can you read that again? What it tastes like? Orange.
It's a collaborative blend, as we said, with notes of rich milk chocolate, orange, and molasses. It's a medium roast, not too strong, not too light, just perfect,
right.
just
Yeah.
right.
So for a lot of people, quarantine has been kind of boring. It can get really anxiety driven around this time, but you guys have actually been pretty busy. I know that Coach Harks has been giving you guys homework. I know you've had some Zoom workouts. I've certainly been giving you guys stuff to do. Aaron, I know that you were our first 11 questions person that we interviewed. So what are some of the things that y'all have been doing? Because I know that you probably haven't been very bored.
No, not really. They're doing, like you said, the club has given us, before we were able to train in groups, we were doing, some Zoom workouts with our strength and conditioning coach, Ryan Mackey. John had given us some old game film from last year and preseason to review and kind of give some feedback, some back and forth there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find little things to do around. There's obviously lulls in the day that, like you have those moments where you're like everything just settles and you're like, what do I do now? But it's just trying to find stuff to do, stay busy, go for jogs. We had little workouts outside of the Zooms that we had. So that helped kind of get up in the morning and have some tasks to do and grocery shop when necessary and stuff like that. So,
but I'm sure this time has given you guys a little bit of an extra breathing room to do some different activities, do some things that you probably wouldn't normally do. We went and talked to Omar and Abdi, and this has all been happening during Ramadan. And so this is the first time for them, that they haven't had training and stuff. So has there been anything that you guys have really been able to do or that you've really taken advantage of during this time?
I have a few things that I've been wanting to do that I haven't necessarily achieved yet. I told myself
he's been doing some more cooking, some new recipes.
Yeah. I've been trying some.
I've been doing that as well. It's been very it's a humbling experience at times.
Yeah.
A lot of trial and error. Yeah. I told myself I was going to learn the guitar, but I'm still collecting dust on it as of now. So
just looking at it, hoping that you'll be able to play it.
I'm acknowledging it now. So it's in the corner of my room. I look at it. And I'm like,
think about it.
I'm going to play you one day. And
that's a step.
Yeah. So
what else?
We're working.
A lot of reading.
Yeah.
I did a couple, like one or two, like online courses just on.
And what?
One was actually called. What was it called? It was like kind of a life sciences one, kind of a psychology one. So that was cool. And then another one was just like a basic business one, just to kind of fill the time that he was talking about in the afternoons when we have a little bit of a lull, and just to kind of reacclimate with some of the stuff we did back when we were in school and whatnot.
Yeah,
Try
for
and fill
sure.
meaningful time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all both have family actually elsewhere from Greenville. Has it been kind of difficult not to see them, or are you just used to it because you're used to being in season?
Yeah, it's obviously tough, but I think now, they're not super far away. They're from Atlanta, and with all like the Zooms and the things like that we're able to do now, it's not too bad. And I think both of us are used to playing in different destinations and being away from our families. I know both of us were in Europe at one time, and
Yep.
and that's obviously challenging, but it's at this point kind of used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree. I mean, we can communicate through the FaceTime, Zoom. And we've had a couple of those things with my family. We've done trivia nights with my family and stuff just to stay connected. Unfortunately, they had plans to come to a few of our games early in the season, and that didn't work out. But we make up for it with what we have, and just kind of keep on keeping on.
What kind of trivia have y'all been playing? We've been really into 2 games here at my house. It's been Rummy, the card game, and then Monopoly, Disney Monopoly. That's it.
We played some Catan early in.
Ooh, good game.
Great game. Very underrated.
Some casual card games. What else? With my family, there was actually a local bar that my brother goes to, a trivia night back home, and they transitioned to like a Facebook Zoom type thing. So we just all got Zoom together and did it as one group. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Just trivia questions on random stuff. So that was a little different. It was fun.
Yeah, speaking of kind of like restaurants and local things, is there any place in particular, y'all are 2 of the biggest coffee drinkers on our team. For me, that's been really difficult, not just being able to walk in a coffee shop and just kind of chill out, enjoy the day, go read a book, kind of take your mind off of whatever. Have y'all found that to be kind of difficult? And what's kind of the most place that you're looking forward to go inside and sit and enjoy when this is all over?
Yeah, I think obviously for us, like that was something to do in the afternoons as well. Like we'd have our sessions and things like that in the morning, and then we'd kind of go decompress a little bit at Bridge City, at a bunch of these other coffee shops around, and like kind of just chat about the session, really relax. And that's been tough. When you want to get some work done, it's nice to go sit down in a coffee shop and really be able to focus in on that. It gets a bit repetitive when you're trying to do it around the apartment and stuff like that. But yeah, that definitely coffee shops, but just honestly restaurants in general, if we can get back inside.
Yeah.
And
I know we were both keen to go to Gather because it opened kind of right before this all happened, and haven't really had the opportunity to enjoy it yet. So we're hoping to get out there once it's raring to go. And
what's the other place that just opened up? The one that has the automatic taco and stuff like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The Commons.
Like a little food hall, the Commons.
Yeah, I'd stopped there to grab a coffee one day just to check it out, and it looks like a cool spot, but then haven't really been able to check it out any further. So that's another good one.
Yeah.
But things are taking a step in the right direction, like we kind of talked about so the newest news for our league really is that the one-on-one training has kind of increased to small groups of 4.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing that in roommates, pretty much. Rooms can go, like you said, there's temperature checking. The only media personnel allowed is, me and Caitlin from the communications department. It's been very restrictive, but how excited were you guys to kind of see that small step? Or did it really kind of not matter because it's still not season?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it gives a little bit of hope. Like,
yeah,
that's I think is super important to keep people engaged and mentally like checked in on what's going on, because it can be tough to really try and stay focused. But I think it's nice just being able to go out in small groups and kind of like seeing everybody out on the field again, like even in different parts, like smiling, laughing, like playing. It kind of brings us back together because we're obviously all separated. So that's been nice.
Yeah. Has that been kind of difficult? Normally during this time, the team bonding is probably through the roof, almost to the point where you might be sick of each other. But have you found that you miss each other? You miss those afternoons at the coffee shop? How are y'all getting that same kind of team interaction?
Yeah, it's tough because we were kind of right at that cusp of where the team was being solidified. The roster was kind of finalized, and things were starting to come together. When we kind of had to take a step back, and so we were kind of right there forming kind of the bonds, like you said, and everyone was starting to get to know each other, and become kind of the friends and whatnot. And it's been tough. Like you kind of stay in your little quarantine groups right now, and just for the safety side of things. And it has been nice, like Aaron said, just to get out in the field and be at least able to see some of the other guys that we haven't seen as much as the ideal plan was. But we'll get back there. I think we're all good. We were getting along well, the team was, and it's just a matter of time, hopefully, to when we can start form those bonds.
What do y'all think is the next step? I know I was seeing all of your Instagram stories, all of the stuff on the USLPA. Give me your thoughts on that and kind of how you think that is going to tie into this next step. It can be as vague or as detailed as you want it to be. I know that's probably a sensitive subject for a lot of people.
Yeah, we don't really know too much right now at this point. It's kind of just all hearsay. Championship has some proposals in the works that they've been adjusting to, and it's kind of just developing for us. So we don't really have like too much that we know as of right now. Hopefully, like things will materialize this week, and we'll be able to find out a lot more. But the main thing is we're all just ready and eager to get back playing. If there's a way that that's possible within, the safety protocol, that's our number one priority.
Yeah. And I know that we miss it too. It's kind of in that lull time where it's like 8:00 on a Friday night. And during this time of the year is kind of when you're like, oh, I should be at Legacy. For y'all, you're like, I should be. There has been kind of a sunshine in everybody's day. I feel like during quarantine, they found either yoga, they found reading, they found something to do that kind of brings that little spark of joy that they would normally get for us, for it's games, for y'all, it's games, it's season. What has been kind of that little ray of sunshine for you guys during this time?
Honestly, up until this week, it's literally been the sunshine. Like we've had great weather out here. And so true. Like, we have the volleyball court right next to our apartment, and we'll go out there and we called it our beach, and we just go sit out there and get some sun, read,
little music,
some conversation, with our little group, and drink some water, and just enjoy that. So that's been nice. Obviously this week's not been the best weather, but hopefully she'll come back soon. And other than that, it's just getting out and doing something that is purposeful in any way, shape, or form. Like I said earlier, some reading, some classes for me, and being able to kind of enjoy the downtime as much as possible, because we all used to go and going. And you got to be able to find a little bit of solace and just taking a step back, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for me, it has been the sunshine as well. And there's a time for relaxing. There's a time to be calm and just understanding. I think, like you guys are both saying, that eventually we will all be go again. And so, what can we do right now to kind of enjoy the uniqueness that it is, and how can we kind of change that perspective? And y'all have offered some very helpful insight to our fans. I'm sure they're going to be happy to see your faces. I know we can't wait to see you both back on the field, but thanks for joining me for some coffee this morning. Stay safe, enjoy training. Hopefully we'll have, like you said, some answers, even just a little bit more of a step at the end of this week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bye, you guys.
Thanks for having us.